Hi, it's Dulisse here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the differences between the auto quality selector and the manual quality selector in the Maxima Player Video WordPress plugin. In this illustration I'm going to be simply getting the video files from Flow Player Drive. The API is connected with the plugin here. So first of all, we're going to go over the auto quality selector function. So if I click on get videos from Flow Player Drive, you'll see that I have a video here. And it's the Bug Bunny, and I just click on there and all these fields are auto-populated for you. The MP4, the WebM, obviously the HLS, which you need. Now the differences between the auto and the manual is that in the auto quality selector, the HLS has to be there. Okay, you have to have the HLS for the auto quality selector to work for streaming. Also for Flash fallback, for those older browsers that don't have HTML5, you'll need the RTMP as well. Now when you insert this, you have to be very careful that this here, you'll see that this has a number in it. This is the height of the video. All right. This here does not have a height. You'll notice that it says Bug Bunny 1080p. This just says Bug Bunny MP4. This here is your default resolution, and I know what the resolution is. So if I copy and I paste this up, and I open up a new tab and I paste this in, you'll see that this is the video right here, and it's actually a 360 in the height resolution. Okay, so I know that this is a 360 resolution. Now, if it does not have the number in the video URL, this is your default video right here. When it does not have the number in the video URL, that is your default. There's also a little bit of a snag. Sometimes when you insert from Flow Player Drive, it gets it right. Sometimes it does not. But both the WebM URL and the MP4 URL have to be the default. Okay, so sometimes it does this by mistake. So just simply remove this, and both of these have to be the default. Okay, so it does create a WebM and an MP4 file for you, and so both of these have to be the default. So make sure you make that change if it has a different resolution in there. You'll see now if I come down below, the default quality is 360, so you need to put 360. And here's where you can set the different resolutions, and all of these videos have to reside in the same directory and the same folder, which they do on Flow Player Drive. Okay, here's where you set the actual the width of your video on your web page, and now we're all set. So you got the default quality set up 360. This has to match the default quality here and here, and as 360, your HLS is inserted, your Flash fallback is inserted, your streaming for Flash is inserted, and we're good to go. Okay, so I'm going to simply just update this. And now when somebody visits your page, the plugin will automatically detect their server and the speed and will give them the best viewing picture. So let me just refresh this. And here's the video here. And now I'll click on play. So you'll see that the auto is selected and it's playing. I can fast forward there. Now I have a very high speed in my internet, so it's going to give me probably the 720 or the 1080p. It'll be very high. But if I click on play here, you see here that if I click on 216, it's a little bit fuzzy. It's a lower resolution. I can come up here and click on 720 or 1080. But by default, the auto is selected. All right, when people land on your page, so it'll automatically detect the speed of their internet connection and serve the best picture or video for them. So that's the auto. If you do not want the auto quality selector, the other option is to have it manually. Now this is where you can put it on Amazon S3 or what have you. Now to manually have it as a quality selector, all you need to do is delete the HLS, because HLS gives you the auto. You don't need the RTMP for the streaming for Flash. And both of these, once again, have to be the default. Now keep in mind that all of these have to be on the server. All these formats have to be on your server in the same folder. Okay, the 360 also is a default. It has to be the default, which is right here. Okay, so all I need to do now is I'm going to update this. You'll see the difference. I'll click on update, and now I'll refresh this page. And there's a video there, and I'll click on the play button. You see that? Let me just come forward a little bit. So now the 360 is automatically selected. That's the default. And just like if I come down in the settings down below, the 360 is the default, so it's selected. But I can also go to all these different resolutions here. So if I want to click on play, and if I click on 216, you'll see that it's a little bit fuzzy. If I click on 1080p, it's going to give me a real sharp picture. But by default, when people land on your page, the 360 is selected. So it's not automatic. So it doesn't automatically determine their internet connection and service them the appropriate good quality. Only that is done when you have the HLS URL entered. Thank you.